Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I'm here with a new ink of the week. Last week was week number 10, May 23rd through today the 30th, and I had the Monteverde Jade Noir in my TWSBI Eco Green. I write the green because I'm specifying to myself which of my TWSBI pen, so I generally have gotten to where I'll put pen, the nib size, and then which pen afterwards. But that gets mixed up, but I like to at least have that information in my notes for future reference. This has been a wonderful combination. I had it on vacation. I did all my journaling with this pen. What I brought along was my nice journal from my friend Kim. And this pen worked really well with that ink on the paper in that journal, which I think is Tomoe River paper, or most of it, the plain paper in that journal is. So this has been a wonderful combination. My first impression was I just wrote that it was very wet, but I also just washed the pen, so I wondered maybe was it not totally dry? Did I not get all the moisture out of the feed? But as I wrote with it throughout the week, it seemed really good still. It's a very dark green. You can tell that it's not like black, but because when you're next to black, but just to glance at it, you might think that it is, but thus the name Jade Noir. So it's really dark, but it's a really, really nice ink. I like it a lot. Let's see. I wrote here that it would be nice for letters or writing my little story, but it might be too thick for that too because I'm trying to, when I write that, have enough room to comment or kind of edit my own little sentences. So this is a nice thick line. For some finer writing, you might find it, one could find it too thick, but it just depends on the purpose. But for like just writing, I think it's a great combination. I like it a lot, and this is a ink that I like and definitely excuse me, would buy. I have 3 other green inks right now. I have Noodler's Green Marine, I have Edelstein Olivine, and I have the Rohrer and Klingner Alt Goldgrün. I like all those inks, but sometimes in some pens they seem dry. So I've kind of been looking at some other greens, which I have mentioned before. This one I revisited. I did my green inks for March, and this was one of my top favorites. And just to work on using only this green this week, I find it to be an excellent green choice. A very dark green, but very reliable. It didn't seem to really run dry in anything. Well, I guess I just used it in this pen, so I can't say that about all of my pens, but I liked this combination. Yeah, so that's all pretty much it. I'll think long and hard, but very seriously consider maybe getting a bottle of this ink. I probably should try it in a few more pens again before I decide. But for a nice basic journaling, writing color, I feel like this is a good, very good choice. And excuse me, I just have a frog in my throat. I think it's we have all this cottonwood stuff floating in the air. I'm guessing that's what's bugging me. I don't know. This week, I'm going to do 2 inks, but I'm just going to feature this one. This is the La Vinta, or just Vinta, not La Vinta, Vinta Laguna. My friend Donna sent this to me, and I filled it this morning, or no, last night in my TWSBI Eco 1.1 stub nib. It looks cool. I don't know if the color can show through, but there's a dark red look as the light hits the ink. I like this already. This seems like a super wet ink. I've tried it on my Tomoe River, and I think I gave a little sample of it this morning. I can't remember. have this all clipped together. Yeah, I did it here on this just Amazon basic paper. It went on super wet. Really like it, and I like this deep red. The only other red I have is the J. Herbin, what's it called? Rouge Hématite. That's a real true red with sparkle in it. This is just a nice wet red that's a little bit deeper. This is more my type of red than the one that I originally bought. Because that one is pretty as it can be. I haven't had a lot of luck personally with it and my papers and my pens, but it's a beautiful ink. But this, if I need a different red or find that I like writing with this in everyday writing and my journaling, gratitude journal and so forth, this would be a fun addition. I mean, I've just written like a couple sentences and already liking it. I keep shaking that. Sorry, that's annoying. And then the one that I'm just kind of doing on my own, but I probably won't. I may include this in the review. I'm not sure if that would be good to have too, if I can focus on thinking about both of them. But in my Benu Briolette here, the Luminous Amber, this is a broad nib. I have put the Pilot Shin Ryoku, which is a nice green. In my search for green, I'm just trying out some others. So thank you, Donna, for these samples that you've sent. I have two others that I'm going to give a try to, the Vinta Carnival and the Pelikan Dark Green. I've never used Pelikan inks yet. Haven't used them yet. So that'll be fun to play around with that too. But for the week, I'm going to focus on these and work on still using that. So I actually have 3 pens going. But the ones that I'm kind of going to be thinking about and looking closely at are these two, primarily the Laguna, and then I have my Pilot Petite, Fine Tip in the Noodlers, Heart of Darkness. This is great. Fine Tip Black. It just is a great writer. It's so funny. I can't believe it's just very nice, sharp line, small writing with that. I don't have any of my like fancier pens inked up right now. I sent my Leonardo to Goldspot. They're going to work on tuning the nib a little bit for me, so I'll get that back. And then my Franklin Christoph pen is on hold for now because I didn't want to have like 2 stub nib ones going, but that would be a good comparison, wouldn't it? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this stub and I'm going to do the Franklin Christoph. What it's called, like SIG, and I forget, stub, I don't know, I have to look it up, integrate, I don't know, I can't remember, my mind's not thinking right now. Anyway, I'll do those two another time. I like that idea a lot. But anyway, yes, I would buy the Jade Noir. I really, really liked writing with this ink. I didn't have any problems with it all week long. It didn't seem to run dry. In the TWSBIs are just a good, reliable pen. I am noticing a little bit of the ink accumulating in the rubber insert that's in there. And a viewer commented a couple of weeks or a month ago or so, you can take a pencil and you can put that in there, and a pencil with an eraser, put it in there. The eraser will grip the rubber like liner cap thing, and you can pull it out and wash it and dry it and put it back in. So thank you for that tip. I don't have it in front of me who commented that, but that was super helpful, and I was able to clean out my clear TWSBI with that method. So if you haven't tried that and you're having a little bit of ink accumulation at the bottom of that inner cap, that might work for you. This has been fun. I just love writing with inks. It's been super busy and I haven't had as much time to write as I want, but I have all this journaling I want to catch up on, and I think having these few pens inked up will be the perfect combination this week. So thank you for watching. We'll see you hopefully this week. I'll do another video. I have a couple other things I'd love to share with you, but if not, at least next weekend with the Ink of the Week review. So hope you have a great Memorial Day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.